What's up, everybody? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Brandman. Hey, the text vid. He made it.
Right?
That was very strange. I was like, oh, you're not here. Good. Gotcha. And then all of a sudden, you pop in. Because you should be limping because you are a crazy man and you better not hurt your knee again.
That's why I said I'm going to run upstairs really quick.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Guess how was your weekend?
What do you think, baby?
My weekend was pretty fun. Yeah.
Opposite.
I had a fun weekend. We opposite, yeah, which I felt horrible about because I know what you've just been pretty much immobile the entire weekend, right? Couldn't do too much moving around. I'd imagine.
Yeah, but I'm not in pain. That's a good thing.
That works.
Good.
Yeah. I've been moving around. So I haven't been like completely stuck. Been moving around. You know, I'm able to move around, I should say. But
that's
no
a big win anyway, right there. You being able to move around. I was worried about you, so I'm glad to hear that you're doing okay right now. So that makes me happy.
Yeah, for me, it was like immediately, like as soon as the anesthesia wore off, I'm like, oh damn, like I feel better. I feel like 100 times better. So, except for Thursday, I was like, oh Thursday, I'm good to go. And then I guess like all day I was like dozing off because the anesthesia was still like in my system, and anesthesia works on me like hardcore, man. So yeah. So like that Thursday, I was like, oh, I could do it. And Erica's like, you just fell asleep just randomly right now. Like literally like talking to me and then fall asleep. They're like, how are you gonna do the show? How are you gonna do the show? And then sure enough, 9 o'clock rolled around. I was like passed out. I was like,
that's me on a regular day. I'm sitting here talking about I don't sleep. Just regularly.
Yeah. Oh man. But let me show off this bad boy.
Ooh, if Sonic came, I'm pissed off mine isn't coming yet. I have the exact same one.
Yeah. That's the one I was like, should I sell it? And then it came in and I'm like, oh no, that's pretty dope. I don't think I'm gonna sell it. Then this finally came in too. My Tyler Kirkham signed.
Ooh, I love that.
Go with all my
very cool
battle damage. This is what my 3, 6, 9, 12. This is my 12th battle damage, and I got 3 more coming in. I got the Joker and what the hell's the other one? I forgot who's the other one. Oh, Shazam, King Shazam. They just announced that one. So yeah,
I ordered the Supergirl sketched one. And it's signed, and I got it early, so it only cost me $65. But I can't. I'm so happy, that I got that. I can't wait for it to come in. I know I got all these things coming in, but it's taking forever to come.
I know.
And I gotta say, shout out to Anzo because Anzo's birthday was Saturday, and I gotta get to you because I got a box of stuff for him for his old butt. So I got that for Anzo. Because of our From stream. So I got some From stuff. Nice. And if I wasn't worried about him jumping in, I will show you guys what I got him. But it's gonna be funny.
He's watching. Everyone's saying I appreciate it, Mama Bear. Appreciate it, Delta Dam. That would have been a crazy stream if you passed out mid-sentence.
Hey, welcome to the spoiler.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I know exactly. So I can't show you guys, but when he opens it, hopefully he does it on a rewind. As soon as the talisman gets here, I'll send it out and then he'll open it. So.
That's cool. So we're gonna jump into the Supergirl review. We're gonna start with that because we got special guests waiting for us. But just real quick, shout out to T. We got Ace in the house, Collector Movie Man, Fernando. I see in here, Delta Dan, Mama Bear.
Wait. You say everybody, and you have to give Mama Bear her own sentence. Like pause, comma, Mama Bear. Period. Yeah. Then she gets her own.
And then go. Saying that you may have some issues sending it to Canada, Brian.
That's why I'm taking it to my friend Tank. He's the smarter person. Hey,
I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. because we got new shipping stuff, and it's oh my god, man,
Is it that bad? Still, it was that bad before.
People in charge. There's people in charge. It's so annoying. Sorry, hopefully no one at one. No one at my location. It's 10 people ahead.
Yeah.
That are like, okay. Yeah. Surprise. All right. With that being said, let's just jump right into it. And like I said, we got special guests. So we got Derpy Entertainment, our number one fan, because he was literally our first
one we ever had.
so Derpy's always gonna be
special place in our heart right here.
Yes, exactly.
I have a question, Tank.
What's up?
Well, not really a question, but you definitely appeared like a wild Pokemon of the summer of 2016.
He did. Because he was not there. You saw it in the background. He was not there. And then all of a sudden, he was there. I was like, what happened?
A wild Tank appeared. Play the music.
What's up, Cole? I'm on my beer.
I choose you, Tank.
Man.
I choose you, Tank. Wait, no, we got to stop everything, Tank. You're wearing the wrong hat, man.
I think I have it. I brought it up. My son has been big into Gravity Falls. So I'm like, Daddy got the hat. He's like, huh? So he has it upstairs. Yeah.
Maybe next time. It's cool.
Thursday, I'll wear it.
Hey, we all Tanks again. Tank.
Yeah. all of it. Oh man, but cool. Wait, there's another Tank. Yeah. So I was asking, what's the discussion here? We're about to start talking about Supergirl. We're gonna review that. Full spoilers, FYI. So, honestly,
what's up, Tony?
I think you should be fine. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. The faux spoiler king back on Monday, and that's faux show. Tony. All right. Yeah, let's just get right into it. Jump into it because I know it's late for Derpy.
You know how hard it is for me to hit B, run the thing, and make sure I have my part too? It is so hard. I was so mad. Thursday, I was like, okay.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's just get into it. Where we at? All right. Hold on. Before we do that, I need to bring it up. Although, do I even need to bring it up? Like the cast is nothing crazy.
Dude, oh my God. You know,
it's not anything. It's two people.
I'm going to be. I feel like I'm going to be a little bit too hard on it when I don't want to be hard on it because I really, really, really want it to be really good, and I don't. Yeah, when my thoughts on the movies will have to be discussed.
Yeah. All right, you got the synopsis up and stuff.
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, let's go. Actually, before we go, move that there, Brandman there. Yeah, because then we'll just go. We'll start with Derpy, Brandman, Brian, and then me, and we'll just go around the horn that way when we go. All right. All right, cool. Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome back to the Spoiler Kings. We got a movie review for you guys today. This weekend's new movie that released. I don't want to say blockbuster because
it was a blockbuster, and it almost got doubled up by Toy Story it was week 2.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah. So we're talking the newest installment of the DCU, Supergirl, starring Millie Alcock, Jason Momoa, Cornsweet's in there, Eva Ridley's in there. That's about all the big names for this one that you need to know.
And crypto. That's all you get.
And crypto. Of course, crypto. But yeah, so we're gonna get into our likes, our dislikes. We're gonna rate it at the end. We'll talk a little bit about the box office and some Rotten Tomatoes at the end of all of that. But before we do get into it, Brian, you got a quick rundown of what this movie's about?
Sure. I'll give you more of a plot than the director and the writer did. When an unexpected and ruthless adversary strikes too close to home, Supergirl reluctantly joins forces with an unlikely companion for an interstellar journey of vengeance and justice.
Okay. Yeah, and then I almost forgot. So we got Derpy with us today, Derpy Entertainment. You know, if you've been on the channel, you know he's been here before anybody. You know, so
5 years to be exact.
The myth, the legend.
Yeah. Our number one fan, the guy that finally we were talking to somebody and not just ourselves.
You know, it was a fun days. It was just me talking to Will. Just like, hey, we just say this.
So
reviewing Spider-Man. It was reviewing Spider-Man No Way Home. So
was it? Man, you remember?
Yeah.
Nice. That's way back. So before we get started with that, do you want to give a shout out to your channel, Derpy?
Yeah. I got 3 actually, if that's okay.
Nice. Go for it.
Well, first off, Derpy Entertainment on Twitch and YouTube, and then I do a podcast for sports channel, Two Dumb Yinzers, and as well as the Average Boys podcast every Sunday night at 9. So yeah, shout out to those guys.
Yeah, awesome. So I'll make sure I put the links to all those down below, so you guys can subscribe to that and check Derpy out over on those channels. But cool.
I got one. I forgot.
What you got?
One more. 757. My bad. 757. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Good job.
So cool. All right, let's get into Supergirl. We'll start with our likes. Derpy, what you like about Supergirl?
Millie Alcock and Jason Momoa. Pretty much it. Pretty much it. There you go. There's Supergirl.
Okay.
No, I mean, the elements they borrowed from the comic was, but with what the script was, it was enjoyable for me, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's all I got.
Yeah. Okay. Nice and simple. What about you, Brandman?
Right there with you, Derpy. Millie Alcock and Jason Momoa were really the best things about this movie. I think I liked some of the locales, like some of the like a lot of the costuming and the set design, that sort of thing. That was cool on the different planets. But no, Millie Alcock and Jason Momoa, finally playing the role that he was genetically engineered to play. That was pretty awesome. But yeah, it that was mostly it. Like it we're gonna talk about the adaptation of elements of the graphic novel. I'll go more into that later. But yeah, Millie Alcock and Jason Momoa, awesome.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Brian?
All right. I felt Millie Alcock is perfect for Supergirl. I think if you give her great content, you give her great writing, she's going to be perfect. Along with David Cornsweet, I feel like they have the right Superman and the right Supergirl. It's just perfect. I think they did a great job. I like the look. I like everything about her, even the attitude. I understood. I think it just hit it out of the park for the casting. I did like seeing Argo. I was talking to Anzo, and he was kind of just saying, it reminded me, like I did enjoy seeing Argo, and how that kind of went. Yeah, Usually this is what I be saying, like the scenes, but everything I want to say good about it, I have a bad part to it. So like it's just like yes, I enjoyed they did this because this was in the comic book, but then they f this and this up. Like I liked how some of the fight scenes were pretty cool, except I couldn't see what the hell was going on because the director did a terrible job with shooting it. Like it's as much as I want to say good things, every time I say a good thing, there's like 4 bad ones. And it just became okay, decent, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I don't sound redundant, but definitely Millie Alcock is Supergirl. She was amazing. She was amazing as Supergirl.
Yeah.
And Jason Momoa, like Brandman said, the dude wanted to play Lobo probably since he was like a kid. You know what I mean? Like, like I feel like he like grew up. He's like, I'm Lobo. Like that's like his thing. And he was great. He was great as Lobo. I thought he looked good as Lobo.
More of him, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
There is a rumor. There's a rumor about a movie being made.
Yeah. Which, that's
possibly rated R. So.
But if he was going to be there, he should have been like, Mr. Terrific. You know how Mr. Terrific was part of the movie? Make him part of the movie instead of just being this bystander that kind of just feels like he didn't fit because they used a story that he's not in. But that shouldn't matter because you didn't use the fucking story.
Right, exactly. That's why, like, I have an ending with him that would have been the perfect ending, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Just a little teaser. But I also like the corn sweat in the movie.
David Cornsweet, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
like you said, like he really, I really like him as Superman. And I thought the costuming was good. For the most part, it seemed a little too just space punk rock kind of. Like it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. And it's so hard to not compare everything to the comic book because especially for me. I love the comic book, so it's hard to not compare it to the comic book and how colorful and vibrant that was. But I mean, that's really about it. Like I saw somebody brought it in that the actress who played Zor-El was excellent. The parents, of Supergirl's parents were good.
It's such a small piece of it.
So it's super small. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we're digging at now is for the good.
And that was what's his face, right? That was David Krumholtz. That was
100%.
Freaking well, to me he'll always be Bernard to me.
Oh my God, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, the flashback scene with like that like piece of that basically sliver of what was left of Krypton.
Argo.
Argo. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, Argo. That was a cool, that was handled, I think, fine. And yeah, like David Cornsweet as Superman, like I just like just kind of his portrayal, his line delivery, I think is great as Superman. So it was nice to see him too.
Yeah.
I would say the actor that played the villain acted his butt off with what was given to him.
With what was given. It's what was given. That's the problem with all of it. Like,
right.
Yeah. But you hated him. You hated him.
You hated his guts.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. They didn't highlight him. They didn't make him a good villain. He was villainous.
Yeah.
But they didn't make him a good villain.
Ronan.
That makes sense.
Well, Ronan kind of.
No, but like it's more like Ronan's sister. That's more like that one, in the
Marvels.
But it's Marvels, yeah.
But even that was like she wasn't even villainous. Like she had a good reason. This one is like you hate him because you hate what he's doing, and it's such an easy thing to get behind. It's like, hey, sex trafficking is bad. It's like, here's the guy that's head of the SEF. He's Space Epstein. So it's like cool. like you don't like him, so it's really easy not to like him, because
But he wasn't a true super villain that you're thinking like when you have that, it
Yeah.
balances
Right.
out the movie so much better. And
Yeah.
it helps elevate the superhero. And they really did a disservice to Kara. Like I just thought that was a disservice because she could be even more powerful if you really challenged her.
Yeah.
Which again, why it strayed away from the comic book. The comic book, he's really not that big of a deal because he's not the main story. The story is Ruthie and Kara, is their quest of morality, and man, it's frustrating. All right, I hate the dog. I didn't hate the dog. I hated stuff they did with the dog, but I don't hate the dog.
I hated where they placed it, and I know me and everyone's going to agree with me, but I just don't like the way they did it. I think they hurt themselves with the way they did Crypto.
Okay. Well, I know we talked a little bit about before, but all right, let's get right into the negatives since we're already kind of on that train. Derpy, what are some other issues you had with this movie?
I mentioned it before on the show. Pacing. It felt fast. It felt rushed.
Yeah.
Music choices, I guess. Throughout the film, everyone would agree with that.
Three composers and no one knew what the freak they were doing.
Right.
How you?
And then
oh my God, I'm so mad.
I would say, like I said, what was given for the villain. There really wasn't much given for him to, I guess, express more of that side of himself in a 1 hour and 48 film. So, but that's my negatives.
Okay. What about you, Brandman?
This is kind of piggybacking off of what Derpy said with the music, the needle drops. Just the over excessiveness of them aside. Craig Gillespie is a very capable director. If you've seen his previous work,
Yes.
Cruella,
So
Tanya, Lars and the
Tanya,
Real Girl. Come
Lars
on,
and the
man.
Real Girl.
Was it Dumb Money?
Dumb Money.
Oh, I forgot about Dumb Money.
Yeah, he made and I have a love-hate relationship with the remake of Fright Night, but like it was it was competently made. Like I didn't hate it. But Craig Gillespie was too focused on trying to be James Gunn
1,000%.
when he should have been just focused on being Craig Gillespie.
Yes.
Did you guys see the article I sent you guys, right? Did you read it?
No.
You mean about the song replacement tank?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I did see that.
On what Brandman was saying, I'll let you finish in a sec. But the article was basically what was it? Rolling Stone, I believe. I think it was a Rolling Stone article, and they were interviewing Gillespie, and they talked about the Jimmy Eat World song and blah blah blah. And Gillespie literally is like, we were going back and forth. He goes, but that was all James Gunn. That was a James Gunn decision, And I was like, oh,
yeah,
So
that was
like letting him do his own thing. It's like also James Gunn is like, no, use this song. I was like, why use a song at all? Just play some badass like just play the Superman song with the guitar.
Yeah.
Like do that. Like
no, you're good. And just the villain, like we said, the villain was a non-presence, it felt like. But the actor who played him, Matthias, however you say his last name, he was he was the one who made it work, because he just through his performance and just how much of a sleaze bag he was, he made it work, mostly because you just want to jump through the screen at him like he was a bastard. But and the other thing is, it didn't have any wow factor to me. I wasn't.
I would agree.
Yeah, I wasn't wowed by any of like really the action sequences. Nothing stood out there. it just kind of felt like it wasn't anything that hadn't been seen before done better. And it was just too tonally inconsistent.
Oh my God.
They should have didn't know if it wanted to be serious. It didn't know if it wanted to be, like quirky, like Guardians of the Galaxy. It didn't have its own identity.
Mm-hmm.
Which was frustrating. Had they leaned more into the graphic novel, it could have been much better, and it could have been a good contrast and companion piece to Superman, especially with them coming out only a year apart. So it was a frustrating movie because it didn't feel as special as it could have.
Bro, you're hitting the nail on the head right there.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Brian?
How long do we got?
It opens up his scroll.
Exactly. So first off, don't you love when movies have you have source material and you actually create a plot? This one didn't. There was no effing real plot. They try to form a plot and then they forgot about it. And it's because they're too busy trying to check. Hey, they did this thing. They did this and it, instead of trying to understanding what the whole point of the entire story was. And I feel like they lost themselves. It was so inconsistent, and part of it was almost incoherent of why we went here. Why are we doing these things? It just didn't make sense. They didn't develop the character well. They didn't develop the villain well. I hated Ruthie the entire time. Like all of it was just done poorly. I don't think it's because of the actors at any way, shape, or form. I'm blaming the writer and director 100%. I like Gillespie, but the writer who's also supposed to be the writer for Wonder Woman now,
and Teen Titans.
Yeah,
and Teen Titans. She's writing a bunch of DC stuff,
and it was terrible. I mean, just hot garbage. And I don't understand how a movie that has everything you need there for you is written that poorly. And it's almost like you really didn't know what you're supposed to be doing. And don't get composing. The music made no sense in any of these places. It felt like, once again, like Brandman said, the director was trying to be James Gunn instead of just being himself, and kind of got lost. And I think that this is one of those things where I say James Gunn needs to be the head of a studio and not butt in with stuff, because then you get a James Gunn like type of movie where it really didn't need to be. And I think once again, that feeling missed the entire mark on what Women Tomorrow's supposed to be. You missed the whole point. And it's just so many things that when I look at it, I feel like they didn't really want to really make this movie. And there's just too many problems. I thought the fight scenes were too flat, right? So you didn't shoot it in a way to elevate the fight scenes. The fight scenes themselves were good, right? But it was so hard to distinguish what was going on because they didn't do it well. It wasn't shot well. It just CGI was a little problematic, but that's just going to be with anything you're going to do. I mean, in this time and age, because we're so crisp on some things and some things are harder with motion. That's just it. They tonally, like it went, as Brandon said, serious to silly to try to be funny to missing the entire point, and then the end made no sense, none at all. And I know Tank has a reason why he doesn't like it. We spent an hour of Supergirl saying, "Hey, Ruthie, you don't want to do this. You don't want to go after revenge. Doing any of these, killing someone is going to stay with you. It's going to make you a terrible person. It's going to do all these things, And then she turns around and kills him. And then it's so funny because in the movie, she has a better life when she kills him. She kills him, and then all of a sudden, all things kind of fall into place. She goes back to Clark. She's able to kind of understand where she was, and that didn't make any sense. Why did you spend an hour telling me to don't do this, then turn around and then do it? It didn't make any sense. And my last complaint is I feel like they did a terrible job of explaining why Kara hates people. terrible job, because all they showed us was she's from a good family who loved her and brought her up in Krypton, and she's taught how to fight and do all these great things, and she goes off and she hates everybody now, even though everyone there treated her well and taught her everything they could, and they poured all the way into her. Yet now all of a sudden she hates all people. It made no sense to me. Like, why? You could have done something to give us a little bit hint of why she's going to feel this way. It just, I'm going into this more because I thought it could have been good, and they missed. If you could do a couple of tweaks here and there, and understand the tone, and make the music actually bring the movie together, you could have really made this a good story. And they almost intentionally made it not so good.
Yeah. I mean, the song, the needle drops, it was
excessive.
It was, yeah. I mean, it is too much, but also it's just like, what are we doing? Like, at the very least, use the original. Like, I feel like at least
right. That's was the next point I was about to point out. Tank.
Wise, it would have been better than like a super slow song. I was like you're like, so we're using a slow song and we're gonna use slow mo. That's legit what I feel like they did. You know. So
that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
I just good.
And I'm like, who told somebody that was a good cover of that song at the end? Like,
yeah.
Who? And like I said, the music choices, the needle drops. The only time that a movie frustrated me that much with all the music was Suicide Squad. The 2016 version. Friggin' iTunes shuffle the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like but yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's such a lazy choice.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. But and then because part of me is like, some people are like, well, like, especially leading up to is like, hey, this is not a James Gunn movie. It's not a James Gunn movie. And then now reading these articles where they're interviewing the director, and he's like, "Oh, that was a Gunn choice. Like we were debating on what song to use, and he said to use that." So it's like, so he's butting in. And Brian brought it up, like he should lead a studio and not tinker with movies unless the tinker is how it's going to play in the bigger universe. A tinker shouldn't be a creative choice. You know what I mean? It kind of reminds me of like Edgar Wright and Kevin Feige with the first Ant-Man. Like Kevin he was like, all this needs to happen and we need to do this, but Edgar Wright, being such a creative, artsy kind of person, got pissed and like took off. He's like, oh, I want to tell this story, but Kevin Feige is like, well, we need this to be told. And that's kind of like where James Gunn needs to be at, is like you need to do these things and not like, oh, I like this, do this. That's not what a studio head should be doing. So so as much as we all been, me especially, been saying like, well, this is not a James Gunn movie, but then you do shit like that and you make it a James Gunn movie. So it kind of sucks when it comes to stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I didn't mind the pacing as much, as a lot of people do. It just felt like it still felt a little rushed, and like Brian said, they were just going like, all right, well, now we need to go to this planet. Now we need to go to this planet. Now we need to go to this planet, because that's what they do in the comics, but you don't explain it, and I know Anzo, where do you put it?
The Green Sun, but that's straight out of the comic book.
No, it's not.
I thought it was.
The Green Sun is from the comic books. The Yellow Sun is not.
No. The Green Sun is straight out of the comic book. Yeah,
the Green Sun is. The only reason she survives is because like her will is just so much stronger, and then it's also like a prison for her cousin, for Superman. the only reason she survives it is because Ruthie is helping her, drink water or whatever. But then once the green sun, sets, she kind of feels better, and then she dips off the planet,
Can I ask a question, guys?
Yeah.
When the villain has the kryptonite darts, there's 2 Kryptonians in the entire universe. He happens to have 2 kryptonite. How does he know?
Yeah.
How does he fucking know?
Yeah.
They just did a terrible job explaining it.
Yep. But you could have done things to explain it better. Like Lobo should have known. He goes, oh, you're a Kryptonian. You guys are a pain in the ass. Easy. One line, and you're like, okay, now the universe knows about Kryptonians. Mm-hmm. Granted, there's only a few of them. So that's maybe why they're a pain in the ass and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you explain.
You know better than I do. I got asked the crypto question.
Mm.
If Crypto's a Kryptonian too, like, why did the other darts hurt him? I didn't understand that. If
they were
should have been kryptonite stuff, like it wasn't.
They were on a red sun planet at the beginning of the movie. The same thing at the beginning of the comic book. They're not on a yellow sun, so they're both depowered. He's just a regular kind of dog at that point.
Why couldn't he? They say you can't move him, but why couldn't you secure him and then move him and take him to a yellow sun?
Yep, that's what happens in the comic book. Like, he gets shot, and in the comic book, Crypto isn't the reason. Crypto isn't the reason why Supergirl does the things she does. He's the excuse to help Ruthie through this journey. Because by the end of the comic book, you're like, oh shit, she needs to save Crypto, and she's like, oh no, he's good. I put him in front of a sun, and he's fine. It was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Just take his ass to the yellow sun and call it a day. Like, why is this?
If you move him, he might die. Like, what? The fuck is what? Like,
strap him down in.
Put him on a gyroscope. Fucking gyroscope. You guys fly ships. You don't have gyroscopes? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, that's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they should have done. Instead of him being the reason Supergirl was doing the things she was doing, he should have been the excuse for her to guide Ruthie in doing what the movie was partially doing. Was, you don't want revenge. Revenge is going to ruin your soul. It's going to blacken your heart. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. And then the fucking ending.
You're gonna kill somebody.
The ending was that was my biggest dislike. That almost ruined the entire movie for me, just because I really, really don't like that. One thing is like accidentally doing it. One thing is like, oh shit, blah blah blah. Like, that was cold-blooded murder. And I didn't like that. So in the comic book, Supergirl stops Ruthie from killing him, right? Same way in the movie. But then Ruthie stops Supergirl for the same reason. She goes, we're better than this. Like, we're the good guys. We don't need this on our conscience and blah blah blah. And in the comic book, they do different shit. They trap them in the Phantom Zone for like 100 years or some shit, which I get. They can't do that in the movie, right? It needs to all kind of happen right now. You have Lobo. Fucking have Lobo kill him. Have both of the girls save each other, right? Both of the girls are like, you know what? We can't do this because we're getting past our trauma, right? We're better than this. We're not bad guys. You have a galactic assassin sitting up there who's already pissed off at the dude for like putting him in jail. He could have easily come in and like, you know what? He goes, no, he's gonna die anyway. Slice his head off, and he'd be like, you know what? That one's free. Or you could have even done, like, that one's pro boner. Like, you could have done a cringy Lobo joke, and then
which would have gave us more Lobo in this damn movie,
and it would have showed like Lobo doesn't give a shit. Like, he's still like, like, because you want to see Crumb die. Like, yeah. He's a piece of shit, but you don't let your hero kill him like that. Like, you have Lobo. That's why I was like, why? You have Lobo. And then he's sitting there watching it. So it was like, he's right there. He's right there. You drive in and like hook him with his thing and, decapitate him, slice his neck off or something, And the girls were like, no, please don't do that. Like legit. Like oh, dude, like we, but yeah, there's so many missed opportunities. It just upset.
That's it. Just
exactly. Yeah.
Did nothing for me in this movie. He was cool. He was there because you want to have Lobo in things going forward.
Yep. This is to introduce him. That's why you had him.
Yeah. He did nothing because he was a nothing presence in the movie. Well, not to say presence.
But they didn't follow the damn book, so they could have done anything they wanted to do with him.
You could have taken him out of the movie, and it would have been the same exact movie. So you're putting him in just to show off, like, hey, we got Jason Momoa as Lobo, which is fine. But I think if he would have been the murderer at the end instead of your hero, that would have been better. And then that would have given us more Lobo. That would have shown he's, a bad guy, an anti-hero. At the very least, an anti-hero. So, yeah, Lobo had cool scenes. He was cool. I liked him.
Yeah, but I think we could use more because that movie needed more.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like he was only in this movie for one purpose only. Merchandising.
100%. 100%.
I mean, look at the popcorn.
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
But he was still pretty good as Lobo. I can't deny.
Yeah.
You cannot deny that he was.
Yeah, he was
Lobo really well.
Yeah. I see Mama Bears. I don't know if I'm that upset about it because it's the ending. Because like, how's it gonna go forward? How's she gonna be like, I kind of killed the dude, to Superman?
I was just like I said before the show. I was telling you between you two. Basically, my theory is like that could probably continue. Like how the whole arc of in Superman, like the whole plot of that is that he was evil and sent there to Earth. I think there's that ending meant something. There's like a twist, and it could probably continue to the whole story of the DCU. But there was a rumor that we could see that in Lanterns, but that take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But that's just me thinking of it.
Yeah. All right. I'm sure there's a lot more, but we gotta move.
We can't be on there all day talking about this because it feels like we're just hating on it as much.
Hating on it,
and it's not where I wanted to be.
It felt like a filler. It just felt like a filler to me.
I was at the point. Yeah. Go this leads to your rating because I think this works for you with rating it.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll rate it now. Later, never. Now means go to the theater right now. Before anything gets spoiled. Later means wait till it's at home. You can stream it, and never means just skip it altogether. Derpy, what you giving Supergirl?
I feel like it's getting too much hate for what it is, but I'll give it a later. It's a streaming for me. It's enjoyable. It's a filler.
Yeah. Okay. What are you, Brian, man?
Did we lose him?
It's a later for me. Like I said, the movie is fine, but that's the thing. I was really hoping it would be amazing because it had we had a very capable director. We had like I said, I thought they really did good with the casting of Kara. Millie Alcock was great. Jason Momoa obviously as Lobo was just perfect in pretty much every way. But it just it just didn't work as well as it could. Do I think it's the absolute disaster that people are making it out to be? No, I do not. But it just could have been so much more than what it ultimately was. So I don't want to say that it's a bad movie so much as it's kind of just a frustrating one.
Okay. All right. What about you, Brian?
I gotta say one thing before Brian says.
Yeah, what you got?
I am Brian the Grizzly. You killed the DCU. Prepare to die.
Hello, I am Brian the Grizzly. You killed the DCU. Prepared to die. That works.
There we go.
So that's cut that and tag James Gunn.
I didn't like a lot of parts of it, but it's only because because I felt they could have done better. Not that it was terrible. And I think that I want to have that distinction. Like, not that it was awful. It's just that you should have done more with what you had. You had an opportunity to make a great film. I thought this was going to be a great film, and you have a great character with a great story, and you did a poor job of that. With that being said, it's a later. It felt like a streaming movie. Like, if you're gonna do this, why this should be the streaming one, and you should make Lanterns into a damn movie. That's what you need to do. Yeah. Lanterns should have been a damn movie. This should be the streaming show, and now we have Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan being a damn movie. What? Like, I don't understand why that's streaming and this is the movie. They should have switched them if they're going to do a movie like this. So it's a later,
like actual Justice League members versus
oh my god,
side character. Yeah, that's a really good point. Really good point.
So
okay.
Go ahead, Ted.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's getting a lot of hate for a lot of things, especially like a lot of the like Millie Alcock looks weird. I was like, don't do that, because she wasn't the problem of the movie,
Nope.
like she was great. I thought Lobo was great. I thought like the casting was overall really good. It was just a lot of the writing, and I know that sounds so. Like every YouTuber says it right now, but it really is. It's just if it was inconsistent, it was all over the place at times. Yeah, just a lot of little things. And then for me, it was the big thing at the ending.
Yeah,
was pretty bad, but overall, I would still give it a later. I think you could watch it at home and probably have a better time with it than at the theater. You can walk away when shitty music plays. You're like, okay, this is gonna happen for 2 minutes. Let me not listen to this crap.
Fold your clothes and be very happy.
Yeah, exactly. Do laundry and then watch it. Yeah. But it is it's just a later movie for me. I think on Letterboxd, I think I give it a 3 on Letterboxd. 3 out of 5.
2.5.
2.5. Yeah.
I was a 2.5. I was like, because you know what? You could have done better. I think that's the biggest crime here, guys. They had all the elements to make this into a great movie, and they just did not do it.
Yeah.
I felt this as soon as I got out of that theater.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like meh.
Meh. Exactly.
Yeah. It kind of walked out. I'm like, okay. When's the Odyssey coming out?
Exactly. I was like, Spider-Man.
Right.
Yeah. So real quick, some of you guys in chat, we got Monique saying, no running to see it in theater, see a streaming maybe. Yep. Later. What else do we get? We got my bad. Some stuff. We got Fernando saying Supergirl is better than the Marvel, Thor, Dark World, Quantumania, all the Sony villain solo movies.
100%. But that's not even a bar. That's the floor. So
really. No, yeah. I'm like, really setting the bar low, huh?
How about this? Here's the real question, guys. What's better, Black Adam or Supergirl?
That's Supergirl.
Supergirl.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
The ADR, it was everything was like, I don't need a kid like we believe, like with shitty ADR, like it was bad.
You can say the same type of stuff here.
No, because here it's just this bad plot points. That is just like
whoa, plot.
A congestion of bad plot points.
Like you take away the ending where Superman shows up, it's not a good movie.
But no, how about this? If they would have had the original but Supergirl, remember they only had one scene with David Cornsweet in it originally. All the other stuff they put it in there afterwards. So like I'm I'm just very disappointed in it. And I think the Black Adam might make more money than this now.
Probably. I
Mhm.
mean, yeah. I mean, you have The Rock, and then you have The Rock.
Jason Momoa could have been the dude. Bring him in more.
Yeah.
Just frustrating, man.
Yeah. The Mom Bear says, never salt and burn it. Nah, I don't think it's that bad.
No.
It's not there. But
she said, with all being said, I kind of like the movie, I guess. That's
where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Most probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm right there. Black Adam. And at least Supergirl looked like Supergirl. Black Adam couldn't even like, no, you want me to wear prosthetic ears? F off. You want me to grow a hair? No. You know, it's like
Two things I'll say about Black Adam is why the heck was the Justice Society in that, and where the heck was the setting at the time? You know what I mean? Like the time.
No.
That's why I don't like that movie.
The things that are good in Supergirl are not good in Black Adam. But I think the Black Adam, the action in Black Adam was top notch, and a lot of the scenes were top notch, and that stuff that doesn't carry a movie doesn't carry a movie, but it's easier to watch something that doesn't have to. It's not about the story; it's just about what I can watch and enjoy. And I think Black Adam did a better job with that.
Yeah, and you know, to kind of walk back a little bit about the JSA, Derpy, your question. I'm not sure how familiar you are with some of the behind the scenes reports on Black Adam, but originally those characters were supposed to be on in Shazam: Fury of the Gods. And you know, The Rock insisted on having them in the Black Adam movie because he had a lot of creative pull.
It's funny. The writers would have been fine with it. The Rock could shut the hell up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Black Adam, Supergirl, same. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're not too far off. I'll say that.
At least it kind there was like something resembling stakes in the Supergirl movie. You know, the Rock with Black Adam, it was like nothing was hard for him. He won every fight that he was in, even when he was depowered and like all skinny. Yeah,
that looks stupid. That was stupid. The lows in Black Adam are really, really low. So
yeah,
that's
like
true.
He you know, he couldn't be bothered to have any reference or even I think he vetoed Shazam showing up. He just wanted Superman in there so that he could fight him and be the well, everyone knows he wanted to make himself the face of the yeah, let's not go there.
Now you're just at the point right now. I think you just mad that Supergirl's not going to make any money.
Yeah,
so now just feel like you hate me. I'm gonna call you Anzo for a little bit.
That's such a fake laughter.
Yeah, like the JSA is the highlight of Black Adam. It was like that's not a good thing. You know what I mean? You know, because like at least the highlight of Supergirl was
100% was Supergirl. She's the best part of the damn movie.
You know, Lobo was awesome. He wasn't.
Lobo was good,
but she had a plot. Can you imagine if they actually had a plot there and they followed it? This could have been great.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the real question, though.
Jeremy saying Supergirl's garbage.
Here's the real question for everyone: was this a better movie than the '80s movie?
Oh, easily.
My answer is yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not by much.
Not by much.
Not by much. Because again, it was almost the same thing. Like the '80s movie was just like, hey, let's make a female Superman movie because people like Superman movies. So, you know, yeah, this had a lot more potential for sure.
Can I ask one more question real quick? Just because I mean, you guys answered all the other ones, you know. So in the middle of the galaxy, far away from Earth, where there's like no Earthlings that's been out there, they play 80s music, 80s rock music.
Well, she already went to Earth. She had the Walkman. Or no, it wasn't even a Walkman. It was like an iPod or some shit.
No, so her playing it has no problem. The person singing, I thought that was weird.
What? Who sang it?
They had a singer. They had a lounge singer that was singing 80s rock music.
Oh
the bar.
Yeah.
That
No,
was
it's cool.
at the
That was-
bar.
At the bar where she meets Lobo.
Mhm.
But I couldn't figure out what song it was.
I can't remember what the song, but I remember it was the 80s.
I
But
I remember it was the 80s rock music. I just thought that was very weird. It makes perfect sense when she's plugging in her Walkman in. Perfect sense. Once again, I have no problem with that. But then why is a lounge singer singing 80s rock music? I thought that was just weird.
I would have to.
It wasn't a big complaint, but I
remember
thought it was strange.
I mean, I remember the bar and the lounge singer and stuff like that, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Supergirl was definitely the best part of Supergirl. Yeah, I mean,
No, it is.
all right, so we'll get into a few of the other things a little later because I know we've already been bashing it for a while now. But we'll get into some more of the comments in a little bit and some of the should we even talk about the box office? Like what box office? But yeah, we gotta get this keep the train moving. So we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. If you're watching on the replay, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, check out Derpy Entertainment, check out his channel.
Go Derpy.
Links below. So definitely appreciate Derpy coming in, hanging out with us, man. I know we're gonna have you on for a few more reviews throughout the year. So definitely appreciate Derpy coming in and appreciate you guys coming in. If you're watching live, you guys are awesome. All the comments, you guys are great. We got so many more that are tagged that we have to get into. But you guys stick around. We appreciate it because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night. All right.
It made $37.1 million.
It's bad.
$2.8 million the second week.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
It did. Yeah. I didn't understand why the lounge singer was fucking like, what? Why are you singing 80s? That didn't make any sense to me. I thought that was just weird.
Yeah, I would have to. I would say I have to watch it again. I mean, I'll probably watch it again at home, stream it. But yeah. It would have been funny if they played like a Star Wars Cantina song or like a kind of song, like she's like doing acapella for that or something like that. That would be cool. Yeah.
There was like some of the music choices were just kind of like I said, just really out there for me. I remember this was totally random. They do this one. They play this one like French song early on in the movie. I think it was when she was either at the bar in the beginning or like one of the or it was when they were on that transport bus. I forgot what it was, but it's actually fun fact. It's actually like one of my favorite songs by Francois Hardy, if you're familiar with her. But I'm like that was the only needle drop in the movie that I liked.
I think it was the.
You guys want to bring Danny in?
Yeah, it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
In between.
Mm-hmm.
So Danny,
and
what's up?
And one more thing, guys, for those who saw it. When you guys did they show that like cosmetic commercial with Millie Alcock?
Yeah.
When you guys
the alien saying cheek to cheek.
It was cheek to cheek. It was cheek to cheek. That's what it was. Okay. In the bar.
Okay. That was the one. But yeah, they that freaking it was like a cosmetic commercial with Millie Alcock as Supergirl. Guess what fucking song they played during it?
I know what it is.
Sing a Blondie song.
No.
It was it made me so angry. It was fucking Bad Reputation by Joan Jett. It made me see red. I hate that song so much. It made me want to throw something at the screen. You don't even understand. I hate that song with a fiery passion.
Can I ask you guys a question before? Are we still on this before we move on?
Mhm.
Is Supergirl going to outdo Mando and Grogu?
Where's Mando and Grogu at right now?
Mando and Grogu is 327.
No.
No, it won't.
Supergirl gonna pick up some steam when they go to streaming. That's about it.
It'll make money. I think it's gonna make money at home. But the fact that it might not make $300 million when
It's not gonna make 300.
Goodness,
It's not gonna make 300. Yeah,
that's
I don't even
tough.
think it's gonna make 100.
No, it's,
Well,
it's at
no,
62
definitely not.
now. It's at
like
62.
worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide it'll make 100.
Yeah, I mean, but honestly, I could see it like maybe 150 to 175. Like honestly, like especially with all the reviews it's getting from everybody, yeah, and Lobo's not doing that. I know Mama Bear said like you get somebody like Lobo to get like female butts in seats, but it ain't working.
But you should have had him in more. You should have had at least one big scene or something with him that he could have been part of the plot.
More
And
of
you
it.
could have done it. And you just didn't.
That's you won't see 400. But if it was good, if it not even like great, if it was just a good movie. Right now it's like average at best. At best, if they could have stuck to half of what the comic book was, half of the comic book. But they didn't even do that.
Ooh, Supergirl won't make over 215.
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
probably right. That's bad, man.
yeah.
Ugh.
2 million more like that sentence. Yeah. I mean, right now I think it's projected to lose 100 mil. I think that's the projection right now.
Mm.
So, yeah. So
I'm just looking at like the movie Goat is going to make more than Supergirl. That's crazy.
and sandwich between Toy Story, which is by next weekend, by the 4th of July weekend, in America, like
I said give me 28 days. We're making $1 billion.
And Minion's
The
gonna
fifth one.
Yeah.
Not to mention it's the fifth one.
Hey,
what's that?
Minions.
Toy Story.
Toy Story or Toy Story 5. It was fine. It was fire. It was great.
I mean, Minions is gonna make a lot of money too.
Minions gonna make
So it's
It's gonna
fucking jokes.
It's gonna print money. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. But as you guys left so many comments, she said the fight was so underwhelming. Yeah, it was just I don't know.
It was not shot
for it.
well. I think the fight wasn't a problem. It's just that you didn't see all the things that she was doing, and it just wasn't the focus of the screen or the camera. And I didn't understand that.
Yeah. Even Fernando was like the movie was more about the journey than the villain. It wasn't even about the journey.
They didn't have a good journey. What you talking about, Fernando?
It didn't even have a good journey. Comic book, because the comic book is about the journey than the villain, because but the journey doesn't matter when you're like, don't do this, this is bad, and then at the end you do it. So it's like, yeah, that's not how you like end a journey.
The lies you tell,
You learn a lesson.
The lies you tell.
Yeah.
Supergirl's better than Toy Story 5, my left foot. Let's move on. Let's go. Let's get into the Vampire Stand.
I mean,
wow. Toy Story. I think Toy Story is my third favorite movie of the year.
Michael, Project Hail Mary. Yeah, Toy Story 5. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of made Woody and Buzz Lightyear look stupid again. But hey, it's better than Supergirl.
I mean, but Buzz is a dumbass. Buzz has been a dumbass since the first one. He's been a
But I love the fact that
Not Woody though.
They upgraded Buzz and made them to and then gave him all the stuff and then gave all those toys to all those kids. I thought that was cool.
I was waiting for somebody like, he flies now. Michael's still the best movie of the year. I love Michael, but I think Project Hail Mary beats it by a little bit.
I'm Michael 1, Project Hail Mary 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Michael's
It's
about to
going to
make
make that bill.
$1 this weekend. So
Yeah.
I love Project Hail
977.
Mary.
It's there.
Billy can blow cigarette smoke in my face. All right.
Say what
We are now. We're done. We're done with Supergirl. We're gonna move on to Vampire Lestat. Yeah. And then we'll finish up with Hot D. But Derpy,
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you, man. Thank you so much for coming in. I know we're gonna have you, I think Thursday, right? Yeah, Thursday when we talk about Avatar season 2.
I believe so.
Have you come
How
back?
far are you into it?
I'll be done. I know Brian's probably done, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh.
It was good. I mean, I liked it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I said, no.
Yeah. I finished it up on Saturday morning.
There you go.
All right.
So
All right.
I'll have it done by Thursday for sure. But
All right, fellas. Thanks for having me on.
All right, Derpy.
Y'all have a good night. Go Packers. No, I'm just joking.
Oh my God! You want me to come get you? All right, I'm coming to you.
So, I'll see you fellas later. Thanks.
all right, man.
Later,
Have a
dude.
good night, everyone.
Later, man.
Later.
Always a
All right.
pleasure, man. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Down. We get this set up. So we can talk some Vampire Lestat. How you doing, Danny? I know you
Doing well, man. How about you?
Not too bad.
I'm tired
Hey,
of talking
Danny.
about Supergirl. That's why I was so quiet.
What was that?
I'm tired of
Sorry,
talking about
sorry.
Supergirl. That's why I was so quiet.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so you guys were just talking about it, right? So
Oh, God.
Mhm.
Worst movie this year. So.
all right.
He-Man is miles and heads and shoulders above better than that. I wasn't a fan of
100%. And you hate
it was
He-Man.
fun. I know, right? Yeah, that's right. But do you think Supergirl is worse than Mandalorian and Grogu?
Yep. I do.
Man.
I put them on the same level.
Yeah, I'm very.
I'd say about the same.
If I had to go watch one or the other, I would watch Mandalorian and Grogu again.
I feel like I might see more things the next time I watch Mandalorian and Grogu. Supergirl, they did a bad job with a great content.
Yeah. Yeah. How it goes. But Mandalorian Grows gonna make more money. We were talking about that. That's for sure.
Mhm.
So, all right.
Absolutely.
All right. So everyone's caught up with Lestat.
Yep. Just finished
All
watching the last episode.
Cool. All
Yep.
right. Let's jump right into it then, because I know it's super late for Danny.
Yeah, we're just getting in there.
Yeah.
Not yet. When they get close to the 1 o'clock hour, and I'm like, okay, I'm good for about another 45 minutes.
All right. That should be more than enough time, I think. All right. Cool. Let's just jump right into it. All right, what is up? Welcome back, Spoiler Kings. We have our next episode of The Vampire Lestat. It was episode 4,
Yep.
The Devil's Road.
The Devil's Road. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man, there's a bunch of stuff that happens in this one. But yeah, so we're going to get into all of our, likes and any issues we might have had with it. So if you haven't watched it, hit pause, go check out the episode, come back and join the conversation because we're going to get into full spoilers and everything for this episode. But we'll start off with Danny. What you think about the episode 4?
This show is fantastic. A deep dive into the stat psyche is a roller coaster. You got so many mommy issues, so many like
Past
conflict
lover issues.
all kind of crazy stuff. It's like a smorgasbord, and his maker looks totally creepy. I'm kind of get him. I told Brian earlier I watched episode 3 and 4, That last song he tapped into his inner Prince, man. 'Cause that sounded like something Prince would be singing. I was like, that sounds pretty good. The rest of the music, I can take it or leave it. But I actually went back and put the subtitles on to see what is he singing because the melody sounds good. So
Mhm.
I was definitely pleased with that. Louis, man, to me, the way they portray it, it looked like Louis got even more powers than Lestat. Now, I mean, he just wrecking shop. But this is definitely um, different to hear Lestat's narrating the story and telling his perspective versus Louis.
Mhm.
That's the biggest thing that I see is
Mhm.
a very different opinion and a very different. And at first, I didn't like it. Now I'm starting. It's growing on me more now to see how Lestat sees things and to see the deep dive back into what made him Lestat. Like, and I'm really curious about Armand and oh boy, like
Danny.
he's mad because he ain't like he ain't got no powers. He's
Danny.
mad and he's steady just doing crazy stuff, and then this great conversion. So these last four or
It felt
five
weird.
episodes,
It was like a father or absent father and a son. It kind of
yeah.
felt weird.
Mhm.
And when he went off on him at the pool or whatever,
Oh, at the bowling alley.
Bowling alley.
yeah,
That
the
was
bowling alley,
awesome.
that was awesome.
Man.
So
Yeah.
yeah, this is crazy. So very good, very interesting.
Okay. Monique said, Armand's a deadbeat dad.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did, and you weren't even around. You didn't even tell me nothing. You just turned me and left. It was just.
Mhm.
But
Uh,
correct me if I'm wrong. Was he saying that he loved Daniel at the end? Because they start looking at each other kind of crazy. Like
I
is
don't
he trying
know.
to play that mind game?
Did feel that way.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So it's so much being pulled and tugged.
Mm-hmm.
To me, Lestat looks weaker than what I thought he was. He looked like Louis is a strong one now. So I don't know what they're gonna do with this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
reincarnation version of old girl Claudia, that's crazy to me. So
Mm.
right now they got about 4 or 5 stories intertwined. I don't know which storyline I like better.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially when they start, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but the Claudia thing, when that starts connecting
Mhm.
with Lestat,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I got so many theories on what might happen, with that.
Mhm.
'Cause what if, I know, sorry, a little out of order, but what if he sees Claudia, right? And it's the same actress, but then when Lestat sees her,
She doesn't look anything like her.
it's different. He's like, that doesn't look like Claudia, but
Mhm.
Louis, he wants her so bad
You
that
thinking Louis may
like,
be imprinting how Claudia looks on this girl?
Yeah.
possibly,
Could be. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
I never thought about. That's a very
where
interesting.
yeah, where Louis gets to see her, or not Louis, Lestat sees her and is like, that don't look anything like her, or the other way is like, it does kind of what she's doing to Louis, where she looks so much like Claudia that it starts messing with him, He starts messing with Lestat. So you can go either way, I think, with something like that. But
Mhm.
all right. What about you, Brad, man? What you think about this episode?
I loved it. I say this in the best way possible. I love how messy this season is because Lestat is a mess of a character. I liked I'm liking what they're doing, and I think him being rooted in modern day just suits him as a character. And I liked where I think some of the flashback stuff was handled pretty well. The scene where where he's considering just giving up music at the end seemed very in character for him after the assassination attempt.
Assassination attempt. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That would be assassin. That's like every Reddit moderator, by the way. Um, you know, what else? I like what they're doing with Louis. Like, I really enjoyed his scenes. Actually, just how they've developed him as a character, and I like how they're also kind of I know we touched on this a couple weeks ago, how Daniel's kind of experiencing the downside of vampirism, the downsides of vampirism, because the first season or the first episode, I believe, he flat out said he really liked being a vampire, but it's not the dream that it was probably sold to him as by Armand, kind of which is reflective in him just chewing Armand out, which is one of my favorite moments of this episode, by the way. But yeah, I love this. I'm loving this season. Just I love the chaotic tone of it.
Let me ask you this:
Mhm.
Is somebody blocking Armand power? Because I thought he was more powerful than what he is. Now he said he couldn't even talk to him anymore, couldn't even read his thoughts. So it looked like Armand is losing whatever power he had. Is that another vampire possibly blocking that, or was I don't fully understand what's going on with that.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
That's a good
No,
question.
emotionally, I think Armand is the problem with him is he's emotionally damaged right now, and he's going through. He's like he's going through the 12 step program right now, like of going out and trying to tell everyone I'm going on my apology tour. I'm telling her all these, telling sorry for doing this to you. I did wrong by you, and he's emotionally he's needs someone to steady him. And I think he's not strong enough in himself. And we saw that when he, with the coven that he was running, how it was really on his last legs. I'm not sure he ever recovered from that truly.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing with Louis and then the whole thing with Lestat and all the stuff that he's done and he's been used. I think he's just emotionally tapped out.
Yeah.
So
So
how would that affect his powers? Because didn't he have? I thought he taught Louis how to do the fire thing. And now Louis seems like he's Superman. Like he seems even more powerful than Lestat and all of them now.
I think Lestat hasn't really tapped into how powerful
we
he
haven't.
really is right now.
Yeah. I mean,
But I'm
like
saying
Lestat-
we saw that in the last season, how powerful he was. He could control all those people.
Mhm.
He seems to be the only one that can fly. I think we saw him and Armand flying, but now that the same power ain't passed on to the I can't think of his name, the
Daniel.
reporter.
Yeah, Daniel.
He's really getting on my nerves where he's handling the stat with all these questions, man. What is it? Is that the only thing that drives him?
Yes, it is. The questions burning
Yeah.
is driving him.
Yeah. I think he's trying to get under, especially now after the switcheroo he did to Daniel, on the chair, where it was all just, in their minds. It wasn't on camera. Daniel's really pissed off now because of that. But I wonder if like Armand really has a lot of power, because wasn't that the whole thing where when he's ripping him at the bowling alley, he tells him, he's like, "Oh, your blood sucks, and now I have no powers because your blood sucks." So I was like, so does Armand just like not have good
Well, there was
power?
two powers he had. He had the firepower, because I thought he taught that to Louis.
No,
Because Louis, I'm pretty sure he did.
no.
Remember, Lestat has the blood of Akasha, right? He has that, right? And then Louis was turned by Lestat. Like, so I think thinking he's dealing with two very powerful vampires.
Well, yeah.
And not to mention, he could fly. Because you remember when Daniel was interviewing them and he was at the bookcase and he looked up. So Armand could fly. I'm pretty sure he could had whatever you call a fire
Louis was doing the fire thing in season 1 too.
Yeah, all of them could fly, right?
Louis can't fly. I don't think Louis can fly.
Louis flew when he went to the house. He flew like from the floor to the second window and went into the house that way.
Yeah,
so Louis can fly.
All of them could fly. I'm pretty sure that all of them. And
I don't think Daniel can.
Well,
Yeah,
not
Daniel.
Daniel. Yeah, not Daniel. Yeah,
He
right.
got no power.
But Lestat, I think someone said this. Teague said it. Lestat, Louis, Gabriella, they all can fly.
I
Armand,
don't think the mama think she can fly.
Yeah.
I get a little tired of
Maybe
her too.
it's an age thing too. maybe you have to be old enough to learn things.
That's possible.
Wow. I just love how we have Gabriella coming in and Daniel coming in, and they're both, at least the Gabriella flashbacks, like of her becoming a vampire and Daniel early years of becoming a vampire, and how different it is. Where Daniel's like, I can't do shit. I hate this. I thought it was cool. Where Gabriella was like, I'm a god. Like, let's burn this bitch down. Like she's literally like became so like, I love this. Like she just like she goes, this is the greatest thing ever. And 200 years later, she's still like
it gave her the power that she was craving for. So she was always looking for it in that life. She was looking for us power, and it finally gave it to her.
Yeah. So, yeah, they play now. Exactly. They play now. That needs to be a clip. Said Monique said Armand on the 8th step now. Will he make it to the 12th step?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it seems like. He's on the 8th step of the, going through that apology tour. He's like, gotta go through the program, break me up of my addiction. It felt that way with Armand.
So I have a question. I'm not 100% sure on it.
He does have the blood of Magnus.
So he has the blood of Magnus because Magnus turned Maker. Did he have the blood of Akasha before turning Louis, or after, when there's that little breakup, 100 years or whatever?
Blood of Akasha way before. Am I missing something?
Yeah. If anybody knows, let me know, because I'm not sure when he got the blood of Akasha. Did he have it before Louis or after he turned Louis and him and Louis kind of split up? He
had it way before he met Louis. I thought before he made to America.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. Well, no, then she would have to be awakened, right? Like he would have to awaken her. So I mean, she would have been awake this whole time, even since before season 1. So I don't know, because I haven't read the book, so I have no idea, like timeline wise, how it all.
Oh, so it was.
Okay, so it happens right before he
between 1 and 2. Yeah.
Because that's what I thought. Because when Armand, or was it when they're in the tunnel at the end of season 2, and he's saying, he goes, I have the blood of Akasha now. I was like, you never really said that in season 1. Now he won't shut up about it. Like every episode this season, that's all he says. He goes, I got the blood of Akasha. I was like, bro, cool. Like. Like he just tells it to everybody now, So that was the kind of my thing, is like, when did he get it? Yeah, she wasn't awake, just kind of turned her arm and let him bite her. Okay. So yeah, I'm not too sure what the timeline wise. There we go. There goes Tina. He got the blood in the 1700s, LOL. Okay, so
yeah. During the time when he was in Europe with, after Magnus Gold steps to the fire, like after that, way before he comes in to America. That's what I thought.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Appreciate it, Tina, because I know Tina. She's on it. She knows her stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. For Dickie
after Dickie and after Magnus.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, okay.
What? Oh, did you finish? I wasn't sure.
You done, Brayman?
What's that? Yeah.
Okay. So VP.
AVB.
All right, Brian. What
So I thought this episode was interesting because Armand, as I said, Armand going through the apology tour was just weird as hell. I thought that, he's just such a doorstop or a doornail. Like he's just, everyone just is ragging on him, and it's so crazy. And then when he brings out the book and starts reading from the book, when Lestat brings up reading from the book, and he's just on him and just getting on, it was so bad. I actually felt bad for Armand for a little bit. Like man, you just getting used, bro. Like you just sitting there taking it. This is awful. So he's going through that with him. He's going through it with Daniel. And Armand's just been thrown to the side, and I can't wait to see how the next step goes with him, and what actually happens. Gabriella is an asshole, plain and simple. Like she is the damn worst. But I find it intriguing a little bit. And I can't wait to see how they're gonna go about what's going on there. But everything she does, it seems to be for her own for selfish reasons. And for some reason, Lestat continues to think that she has maybe something for his best interest in mind, and he continues to let her in, even though she continues to do it for herself. And it just kind of bothers me, but that's in a good way. So watching it makes me like feel just kind of creepy around her. The Louis storyline, I know we were talking about the Vampire Lestat being this season. We were saying, are we going to get a lot of Louis? This Louis storyline is so intriguing to me. And the more he talks to her and he tells her what's going on, and dude, the end when she's talking, she says like, "Yo, talking about my pappy, daddy Louis, Papa Louis." No. It was so crazy. So I was more intrigued by that storyline because Lestat is just all over the place, and I love what he's doing, but I just don't like Armand. I just don't like Armand. So the further they get away from him, when they talk about the flashbacks, I enjoy it more. But the Louis thing, I am enthralled by, and have no idea where the hell that's going. So, yeah.
Gabriella can go back to Westeros. Wrong show. That's the other Sunday show. Yeah. You have a good heart because Aaron will always be a
gremlin.
That's fine. Okay. Yeah. So that it, or you got anything else?
No, I mean honestly, I just thought that it was the Delaney Hales and Jacob Anderson thing just fit. And every scene they're in, I still, even if it's not Claudia, it just feels right. And I can't wait to see where this ends and how she affects even Lestat. What happens? And when you said that the idea of what's going to happen when he sees it, when he sees her, are we going? Does she really look like her, or is he just imagining it and he's projecting his feelings on her or on those looks on her? I think that's going to be an incredible storyline in itself. So this is awesome.
Really, really good. Because I'm not sure even if this whole Regina thing is in the books or not. I have no idea. Like I said, I don't know any of that. What if they decide to go that route where like to Louis this looks like Claudia, right? So they get Delaney Hales, I think her name is, right?
Yeah.
But let's say like Lestat sees her. What if they get Bailey Bass?
Bailey Bass,
an episode, for an episode or something, and it's like the original Claudia who played in season 1, comes back, and now you have this like really interesting like kind of like thing is like, well, it doesn't look like her, but it does. But you have two actresses who played her. I think
but she's a con woman, and he said, "I already did the research on you. I know who you are. You running credit cards, you doing all these things, and he's just paying her. He's just breaking her off. It's crazy.
She is Claudia for 100,000 times 5. Exactly.
I'll be whatever you want me to say." So
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, and she looked him up. What he said, he's the
52nd richest man
in the world, or something like that. Yeah. So I was like, damn, so she knows he got money. So I think part of her initially when she snapped on him was like, I don't want your money, but that's a lot of money, So it's gonna be interesting. I'm really curious to see the Regina and Louis thing, and then how it carries over to something with Lestat. I think it's gonna be really, really interesting.
And then I'm wondering, is his boyfriend, has he turned now? And he talked to him on the phone and said, "Are you happy? Are you safe? Everything." So
the lawyer one
that might be. I think they're dating, aren't they?
Yeah.
He said that, when he was
At
saying
the little
Yeah,
meeting.
but I think that might be an issue. I don't know. They might try that kind of love triangle
Mhm.
kind of crap.
Phoebe said, "Once a pimp, always a pimp."
Yeah.
The
Oh
pimp
my God.
hooray.
I forgot. I completely forgot that's
That-
what he was
that's-
doing when he was human.
Yep.
It sure was.
Yeah.
Mac Daddy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe said, "Get your back, Regina. I have done a lot."
Wow.
Oh,
She
that's
does it
funny.
all hang out, ain't she?
Yeah. Tia said, "Delaney takes a Hurricane 5 shirt shift this season."
Dude, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see this.
No, man. Yeah. The Avatar movies are over. She may be free to come back. Yeah. Come back
Mhm.
for an episode. I think that'll be a cool like callback and everything, to it, but who knows? There's a lot more to do with Claudia further along in the books.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, you could tell that he has said those words to a woman more than one time. Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. Oh, Teague says something. The Louis storyline, if you know the crossover story between the Mayfair Witches and Vampire Chronicles, you know what they're setting up. Okay.
And even the Talamasca, what they're doing now too, and this episode was kind of cool. What they're doing, kind of bad mouthing or trying to, badmouth Lestat, like put out the fake content out there, so fake news, out there for
wasn't it like bot views or something like that, or bot downloads for his banner. It was something along those lines. I forgot exactly what he said, but this episode was awesome.
Well, they better tighten it up because only 3 more left. So
yeah, right. Yeah, there's only 2 more left. So I mean, there's still a lot left for the season, but I feel like a lot of this is going to carry over to season 4 or 2 or whatever, however you want to.
this should at least give this 10 episodes. This 7.
100%.
Pisses me off. 7 episodes pissing me off more and more.
Yeah, because it's at when the episode finishes, I was just like, I want more, because I want to see where it's going to go and things like that. But I just love, bots to boost, make it go viral. Yeah, which is interesting because there's people like Armand who wants him to stop with the music, but then if they're bot boosting his band, and then we find out about the voices, and there's a lot of these voices who initially said like, we hate Louis, we hate Lestat. Now they're like, no, we want him to be the our brat prince.
He's changing. He said it's changing one a day.
Yeah,
and that's going to outlast and overrun the numbers.
Like they're getting ready for this.
Interesting. Who is pushing this vampire conversion?
Mm-hmm.
Is that Akasha? Because she's still alive now, correct? I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she's going to show up.
So I don't know if she's pushing that agenda.
I think
it definitely is.
I think the Talamasca wants to do it because then it gives them the reason to go hunting. You know what I mean? Like if you make something a problem and now you're justified in fixing the problem, so we definitely see that a lot, in today's world, so if they make vampires a big enough problem, does it give the Talamasca like, well, we got to take care of them?
Then the Talamasca was the one that hired Louis to kill the other guy.
Yeah. So I mean, they're kind of playing. I feel like they kind of play both sides a little bit. Where like
to push the agenda to get to the conversion stuff, and the great conversion so they can then step in and do something about it.
I think they're keeping track of to see which one's more powerful and stuff. Because Louis, he's almost like God level now with the stuff he can do. I didn't think you could take out another vampire as quickly, but that guy was easy work for him.
Oh, 100%. Dude. Well, also he was angry, to say the least. So
dude, Gabriella is the worst. I'm just saying, honestly, and she keeps on abandoning him, and it's just funny how Lestat continues to allow it to happen over and over and over. And he's been abandoned so many times in his life, yet he keeps on letting her back in, not realizing that she's the reason why he feels all this abandonment, all the abandonment issues.
But he said that when he's narrating. I don't know what made me turn the band around and sing that song, whatever. So
Yeah.
she got an agenda too. I don't know who's pulling her
100%.
strong. I would think that since he was her maker, he could be able to read her thoughts and stuff. But apparently, that's not that's not a part of his power set, I guess. It's like he would be able to feel that selfishness and can hear her thoughts and stuff.
It's nasty, Monique, but it's nasty, but it's 100% right.
Ew.
Yeah, ew. Also, yes. Just wait till his daddy issues show up in the next episode. Oh, geez. He already took care of that, didn't he?
No.
Well, his human daddy, he took care of his vampire daddy. He's still dealing with that.
He looked like something out of the monster or something.
Yeah, right. VB said, did you guys discuss the CN Tower falling a couple episodes? Which one's the CN Tower falling? Oh, excuse me. I'm not sure what that is. CN Tower falling.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Let us know what you mean by that. I mean, I have a brain fart. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, Gabriella is a problem. Louis and Regina, that's a problem. That's wrong.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What does CN stand for?
Yeah.
But I actually thought that
episode three
was in that thing to kill that guy. See what he was going to reveal about the band. That's what I thought he was in there. I was really shocked to see him in the 12-step program.
Oh.
That was my first thought. Oh, he in there to see what that guy gonna say. If he see the wrong thing, he gonna kill him.
I think he's using him because he knows he's like, you're my in to Lestat, because like Lestat wants you back in the band. So if I can get you to like worship me, which is he's already saying he's a god, which is crazy, So like because Armand is playing the victim a lot. But
I think he got some kind of sinister.
Oh, he has a plan.
He has a plan, and he just plays that, oh, poor me. And then, meanwhile, he's doing all this up stuff.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he cut off his connection to Daniel on purpose.
On purpose. The CN Tower is the tallest building in Toronto.
And in the background, when Lestat's like going crazy, I think it falls. I don't think it was a main part of it, but I saw that kind of falls.
Yeah.
It's always emotions and all this stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Gabriel better not be the reason why Louis loses his leg. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. Like him losing the leg, the eye with Armand. Like we're still building up to that.
I thought they could like grow that self back, but I guess they can't. Or does it take time?
Maybe it takes time. The car
no, that one guy cut his hand off and it still was off when he was on the bus. And then you heard Lestat say, "No, don't do
that." The French guy from Paris.
Then he cut his hand off in one part of the show, and then the next part he was writing on the billboard with the stuff.
He was writing on the board with his nub.
But he's dead.
He's dead.
He's a figment of.
He's a figment of Lestat's.
Yeah, remember Armand when he stepped into the fire and
Armand killed him, or held him in the fire, I should say.
Yeah, held him in the fire and let the fire burn him. Yeah.
Killed him in front of Lestat too, didn't he?
Yeah. Just even more messed up. Yeah. They don't have the blood of Akasha. Yeah, exactly. I think the auction scene from the episode 1 is taking place during the book. Tell the Body Thief. That's what I'm thinking too. Like it's setting up stuff that we're gonna get like in a few seasons. Yeah. That's a Rontian. Dear God, no.
I think that because
they're definitely laying groundwork for that. Yeah. for future seasons.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of anything else like major part that we haven't brought up, because it was just I don't feel it was as good as episode 3, but it was still like a great episode, because episode 3 was just such a peak episode.
The ending of the episode was so thing, you know. So like, like Mid say he's like not relaying the exact argument with Gabriella, and then you see him on the bus. You see, was it Louis on one side, and you had Claudia on the other side, and for Saturday that it's going to go down, and I can't wait to actually see what happens. Dude,
Yeah,
I just thought that scene was interesting because I was like, what the hell is happening?
Look,
Why are they there? Yeah,
you saw the French guy, right? The French guy that he keeps seeing. Who there was somebody else too. I can't remember. Because I know he was Claudia and Louis. It was his French lover,
Nikki.
Yeah,
wasn't it his maker?
Was it his maker?
I thought it was his maker, the French guy, the lover, and it showed Claudia on the right as we look.
It was Magnus, Nikki, Claudia, and Louis.
Okay.
Might even been his mama too.
Yeah, Gabriella.
He was talking to her.
Yeah.
Oh, unless maybe it might have been the old version. Maybe
I think it might have been like a band member also too.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, just the ending was great. I kind of what you said. Where he's trying to tell you as the viewer, and he's like blah blah blah. He goes, I'm like, I find that very like Lestat-esque of storytelling. He's like kind of like what Brandman said with him being done with the music. He's like, I'm bored now. You know, like it sounds like he's getting bored of telling you the story as he tells the story. You know, he's like, whatever. You know, like, and it's so. It feels like, yeah, you know. So like stuff like that, I find like really like entertaining. You know, because it just builds him as a good character. You know, so. Oh, you guys got anything else?
I don't.
Yeah, that's mostly it, I think.
Yeah. If being a vampire means having vivid hallucinations of my exes, I will pass. Right?
I just don't want to be undead. You see, I've been dead for 265 years. I'm good. I don't need that.
Lestat has abandonment issues. Oh my god!
100%.
I got sad for him when he lifted up that boat and she was gone. I'm like, but why? Like legit.
But why? Right?
Because that's who she is. She continues to abandon, and he continues to allow her to stay.
Yeah, you know, because even with that, I felt like, does she see him as like a crutch or something to like that's holding her back? She goes, I could be an amazing vampire, but you're holding me back. You know, so
she like because he's her maker, but he still has the mother that mother thing. But then it's not, because you see the sexual aspect of it. It's just so weird in so many different ways.
Yeah, actual ghosts. It's gonna be interesting how it all plays out. But yeah, it just depending on how the vampire dies, they get trapped as a ghost. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, but yeah, so far such a great freaking season, man. Like for me, this might be the best thing on TV right now. As of right now, this is like my favorite thing on TV. Like
to the July 1st, yeah, I can say that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, for now. Yeah. So
well, I mean, I still love From, but From is no longer on TV, so it's now over. So
yeah. So you want to shout out your channel, Danny? I think I forgot to do it at the beginning of the show.
On the Road to Wisdom, you can catch me on Mondays and Fridays, usually somewhere between 6:45, 7:15 a.m. is when I usually upload my videos. Also, you can catch me on the first 2 Mondays of the month on Chaos Central. Wednesday nights I'm on the Hangout, and Sundays I'm on Storms Live. And occasionally I grace y'all here on the show when we're talking about Lestat and other shows that we all like and watch.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll
Hey,
add,
your last one, your last word of wisdom was the one that was talking about kind of like understanding, what you're reading in the Bible, like to kind of like diagnose and understand what you're kind of putting in, and then put it towards your life. I just think you do a good job with understanding and explaining your journey, and I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate
you
it,
go.
Bubba. Huh? Y'all have a good night. But that bed is calling me. I can hear it, boy. Can y'all hear it? It's like, dang. I love House of Dragon. This part right is the best episode of the season so far for me.
It was.
I agree with that.
I will say
Yeah.
one quick thing. I am so glad her son got killed. He was a pain in my butt.
He's-
I'm glad he's dead. I wish that the other dragon, I wish his dragon would have lived and Sheep Stealer would have died. And that's where I'm at now with that.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. So if you're watching on the replay, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, go check out Danny's links. I'll put the links down below. But if you're watching live, stick around. Danny already kind of gave a little teaser of what we're talking next. So if you guys want to talk House of Dragons and you're in the live chat, stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic. Ooh, cool. All right. Dipped out. All right. Good night. Good night. I think I know they're sitting out with Regina. They're setting out for
What they're trying to do, what the seeds that they're kind of planting with Regina is. I think I kind of have a feeling what's going to happen, but
yeah. Did you guys watch the After Dark or After the Show podcast one?
I didn't get a chance to. I
No,
watched.
I did not
usually
make
I
it
didn't
to
watch this
that.
one.
No. They don't really get into anything good except for there's a lot of bleeps because Delaney Hayes, she winds up saying something, so they had to like put like a bleep and spoiler over her mouth. and then like the showrunner was like, I don't know if you could say that. So there's a lot of that kind of going on. So you're like, oh, some interesting stuff. And then I feel like, especially coming from her, I assume it's something from her character. So I think we're gonna have some big thing in there. But yeah. Oh man.
Before we get to the next one, let me get something to drink because my throat's getting low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you've been? What time
Yeah.
did you guys start with the others? You started with Caleb.
So I've been doing about 3.5 hours right now.
Gee.
And I was doing work before then because I was trying to catch up my work. So I've been sitting in this chair for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
So I'll be right back.
So
yes, and they're dropping spoilers, right? In there.
But yeah, no, I didn't catch that. After this recent episode, I think I just got a little lazy. Usually I watch it too.
Yeah, it was cool. I don't think it.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Said Tank, I like how they did the review. On the review, they reversed the scene with the two actors. Yeah, where Armand read Daniel's rant. So the guy who plays Armand read Daniel's rant to the guy who plays Daniel. So very different. He played it different, but he played it more like how Armand would do the rant. So it was different. It was cool though. It was interesting. I like when they do stuff like that. Oh man. All right, Collector. Sorry, I saw your comment, but I couldn't bring it up because we were, talking about the other show. But as soon as Brian gets back, we're gonna be talking about Hot D. Is that the Rockies, the Rosses, or whatever the fire thing?
Fires, yeah.
However they say it.
Dracarius.
Is that it? Dracarius. Oh man, that's good. But All right. I was saying good night. Have a good night. Collector's like, yeah. Oh, Collector, do you have Game of Thrones, like the whole, like at least Blu-ray collection?
That's a good question. Ask him.
Yeah, because I saw one of the seasons. It was missing the slipcover. It was at one of the at a Goodwill or at a Savers, or it was at thrift store. But I was gonna get it, but then when I was going through it, one of the discs were like completely like they decided they wanted to use it as sandpaper or some shit because it was just so bad. Otherwise, I would have got it and just sent it to you, but I'm not sure if you have all the Game of Thrones seasons or not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, time to play Star. Is Star Fox out already?
Is it?
I don't know. He said he's gonna play Star Fox. I was like, ooh.
He said that last week. Yeah, so that's Ace, right? Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I love. You know that. Wait, what we do? I don't even know what we do.
I guess we're just being us.
I think I have all of Game of Thrones. Yeah. I have all of Game of Thrones on Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. Make sure we're good. And we're moving along, man. It's only 11:30.
I know. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
My throat's starting to kill me because one kid got sick, but like my oldest only lasted for like a day, but now my youngest got sick and just fucking snot everywhere, man. Just he comes up to me, he goes, Duh. I'm like, oh, what's wrong? But he goes, just all in my face. I was like, well, there goes that. Like, I'm getting sick. And then sure enough, like I remember last night, I'm like, uh-oh, my throat's starting to get a little scratchy.
Dude, it's gonna be a heat index of 107 tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh,
nasty. Dude, the Chicago weather just has no chill. It does whatever it wants when it wants. Last week it was chilly. It was in the 60s. It was rainy all week. Raining cats and dogs throughout the week, and then just today it just shoots up.
You like saunas? Well, how about this? Well, all right.
It was like I said, it's kind of like when I lived in Korea, because it got it would get super hot out there around like actually earlier than here, like starting in May, it would heat up.
Oof.
But it was like that dry heat.
Everyone always says that about like the dry heat and humidity heat. I was like, man, when it's 107, it don't matter.
It's just hot no matter what you do. What you talking about?
It just sucks. All right. Let's get into House of Dragon. Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome back, Spoiler Kings. We are back talking House of Dragon, season 3, episode 2. What was it? What was it called? A Queen's something?
I just had that too. Oh my god.
But anyway, it's the second episode of
Queen's Landing. Queen's Landing, duh. Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're after the big water war. Everyone's trying to figure out what's going on with Jace. Well, I'll say everybody. Her mom, is like having a breakdown.
Dude, she's going fucking nuts. That's the problem.
But it's just like one thing after another for her, and after another. So it's like she has no time to like deal with it. So but yeah, this one picks up right where the first one left off. So we'll start off with Brandman. What you think about this episode?
Liked the way that it started. It really set the tone for the rest of the episode, I thought. I think all the stuff with Matt Smith, Damon, probably my favorite character, definitely my favorite acting job. I think he's just so good on it. The stuff with the dragons was fine. But I really like how they're showing. What's the queen's name again?
Rhaenyra or Alicent? Which one?
Yeah. The one who lost her son.
Yeah, Rhaenyra.
Yeah, Rhaenyra. Like her just showing her mental deterioration is really well handled. And it kind of adds an emotional layer that I didn't quite expect out of this season. So from an acting and a writing standpoint, that's been pretty well handled so far. So I hope they maintain the momentum with that. Those were my favorite things about it.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna rewatch it just to unpack more, because I usually rewatch each episode, usually like at least twice. So probably if not later tonight, tomorrow I'm gonna go for a rewatch.
Sounds good. What about you, Brian? Thinking about the episode?
It was a really good episode. There was a lot of stuff going on. A show that we have beheadings, we have dragons, we have deaths of major characters, and it happens weekly. This stuff happens weekly. Like the battle is still just in the middle of it. But as you said, Rhaenyra, when you see her just deteriorating before our eyes, and it's like, it's weird because I don't like the idea that everyone's saying that she can't be queen because she's a female, but she really can't be queen because she's losing every single person around her and it's driving her insane. And it's heartbreaking almost, but she's not a good person, but it's still kind of heartbreaking seeing all this stuff happen to her. And I can't believe I'm kind of enthralled by it. And then seeing what Damon's doing because of it. And then, dude, Alicent is the worst character ever created. I mean, she's even worse than Otto. Like, Otto's horrible, right? Alicent is 10 times worse. Like, and I'm watching Aemon, and I'm like, man, he's just such a fucking problem. And then his new armor is crazy. It's just so much going on, and they're doing a good job of storytelling. I think this is the best episode I've seen this season so far.
Yeah. Alicent being so wishy-washy, I was like, oh my god, you're the oh my god, she's so annoying. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode, I think, a little bit more than the first episode, just primarily because the end. I think I said it. I was on I was in the chat for the Dre Mac show earlier, and I was like, for me, and I know I'm in the minority when it comes to it, I was like, you could probably double speed 45 minutes of this episode, and then the last 15 minutes, watch it, because for me, it's like the last 2 episodes has been the last 15 minutes. The last 15 minutes has been where the story has been at, so yeah. Like I
acting, it's so well done. The acting here is just great. The story is take it or leave it, whatever. I think the acting's great.
Yeah, I mean, the acting is fine. Like, yeah, when you had all the Valyrians on the beach, that was a cool scene. Where he lost everything and he's like, you can have my name. It was like, cool, thanks. But obviously, that's what it meant. How she didn't just like, all you guys should die. Like, all you guys are responsible for killing my son because you're all morons. It's like, I am your queen,
and you trap me in this fucking room, and you tell this little boy let him go do whatever the fuck he wants, and then he dies in the damn in the ocean or whatever, the sea, whatever. And like, you guys, your fault.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I'm like you're all morons. But yeah, for me, like the end was like where I was like actually like paying attention. If I should say that, because like the last, I think once they were, because the moment, so she's in bed and she's crying over her son, obviously, and then Damon comes in and is like, hey, they just saw Eamon taken off.
Yeah.
And she went from what? Like, like that's legit what it was. It was like, I can't handle it. Well, let's go. We got to go right now. Like, just so like crying to like why aren't we already getting ready? It's like it kind of made me laugh a little bit, because I was like, but it also like shows like she has no time to really grieve. And I think from that moment is what I like, for me, the episode got like better, and then it kept getting better until like the end, because I didn't
because Otto, you didn't expect Otto and it'd be sitting there being or half of Otto's.
I did not expect that. And then he's a dick about it the whole time. He goes, have him do it so I don't get hacked. Like, you shit, man. Like
you son of a bitch.
Yeah. And, okay, maybe I'm missing something. Isn't she like, wouldn't she be pissed off as like, you're the reason why all this is happening right now is because you wanted your name to have power. So it's like, you're the one that used your daughter to get to use my horny dad, like you're the reason why, your daughter's doing all this messed up shit, like you're the reason. Like, wouldn't she be like, oh, I want to kill you yesterday? Like, but she has like the sense of like, of this like friendship still, and I'm like, and especially with Otto, it's like, he never had that. Everything was always using. He used you, he used his daughter, he used your dad. Like, it was always that. So it was like, I never got that. I was like, you should want to kill him, So, yeah.
But I think because she still has that softness in her heart for Allison, which doesn't make sense because she's the worst character ever. You're the best, worst friend, worst mother. You're just awful altogether. I mean, you try to seduce your damn son. You are the worst.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. They said, I'm so disappointed that Emma Darcy will not be nominated at the Emmys this year because the show started in June. Yeah. Yeah. She'll get nominated. I think she got nominated for last season, I believe. Something like that. Yeah.
I think she'll land something for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Delta Dan said, cool. The sea snake is giving his boy his name. I'm wondering what happens to Damon's daughter / Nito's combo if you read the book.
I haven't read the book. That's what I can say.
I have no idea. I know how it ends. Just because
we know the end of the story.
Yeah, but like with the details and stuff like that, I'm not like fully sure. Yeah. You didn't pay attention until the end of. I was completely enthralled. Yeah, I mean, I was watching. Like nothing really like got me until, because I already knew she was gonna cry. She's gonna be upset. Obviously, I'm not saying like she shouldn't be, but she's gonna be upset her son died. All the dumbasses are gonna be like, I'm sorry, kill me for it. Was like,
kill them all.
Yeah, I mean, she should have. Like, I kill each other. Don't leave me out of here. Yeah. What's up, Cheesy?
What's up, Cheesy?
Yeah.
Hey, Cheesy.
And, once Otto hear that his grandson fleeted, he was like, whatever, here's my neck. Yeah. Yeah, he was just being a dick about it too. It was like,
no, well, I guess I gotta go say okay because you're one still being an asshole. So,
yeah.
And then, when Allison sees Rhaenyra on the throne, right, and then sees Otto just headless.
Sees Otto,
yeah, bruh.
Shouldn't Allison be mad at her dad because she figured out like her dad used her?
It doesn't matter. It's her dad.
I mean, there's a reason he was locked up anyway. You know what I mean? Like, It's not like he got locked up yesterday. Like he's been locked up.
But it's like the first time Rhaenyra finally sits on the throne. First time she's on the throne. The next thing she does, she has Otto's head. That's kind of, and Allison's like, so as soon as you get there, I didn't kill all the people for you. As soon as you get up there, you kill my father. That's why she's,
I get it. It's like, oh, my dad sucks, but he's my dad. I was like, yeah, but he used you, and he used you. Like your dad's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's like everybody knows. So it's like because like, would you rather have it been your son or your shitty dad? They're both shitty. But at least it's your son. With your dad, you can't claim like, well, it's not, like I have to love him even though he's crappy. It's like where your son is like, well, he's a murderous prick.
He's also one of the worst sons of all time. And, he's not great to either. So yeah.
So I think I was kind of like when she saw and she's like, what did you do? I kind of rolled my eyes. I was like, oh, okay.
Hey, would any of this stuff be happening if Damon was king?
Oh, they'll all be dead.
Damon just would have killed them all immediately, and it would have went on. And the next day,
he might have kept the daughter alive just to keep the family bloodline going, which is disgusting. But that's probably legit. But yeah. When I saw that, because I'm like, because the auto thing was a surprise. I'm like, ooh, because at this point I'm not even thinking about Allison. And then she comes back in. I was like, why didn't you leave? You had all this time to leave. And she brings it in and she's like, what did you do? Like, kind of like that face of what you do. I was like, you knew she was going to do something. Like, it was going to be somebody. Like, how is this a surprise?
It's still your father. So I understand in that aspect. So.
Yeah, and that's his daughter that he used and abused and like used as a tool. It's like, why would she care? Why would she care?
It's par for the course back then.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I don't know. I just was just like, okay, we got to keep the drama going. We got to get Allison being mad. She's
gonna flip flop. She's a fish.
Flip flopper.
That's what she does.
Because I want to help you get the kingdom back, but then she's like, oh, you killed my horrible dad. Well, now I want you dead. I was like, your dad deserved to die. He deserved to die a long time ago. A long time ago.
So you slept with my dad and took the crown and caused all this mess. How about that? How about behead you?
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Was it? I'm questioning how much y'all are paying attention if you can't pronounce the fire command. I could barely say some of these damn names.
I apologize. Man. I can't. No.
Yeah. Like, I'm not paying attention. I mean, I guess it's paying attention because I was like, oh, cool. That's the fire word. I'm sorry. Like after season 7. Of Game of Thrones, like it's been really hard to get me checked back into a lot. I was like, you hurt me, and I'm not letting that door open again. Delta said Needles was a major character that takes Sheep Stealer in the books, or her and Damon hooked up. Oh, okay.
Needles, yeah, okay.
Then I expect Ray to swing the sword at Otto. She had to, though. She had to. She didn't want to,
But she was already being looked at as weak, right? So look at all the things that he's taunting her in front of the same people that just had that problem with her the previous episode. So if she doesn't do that, now she really is weak, and now even more people are going to be challenging her. If she needs to have the backing, she had to do it.
Yeah. The foot fetish dude locked up Otto. I don't think she knew about her pops locked up. She might not have. But
she know now. Well, she knows after this episode.
Yeah. But she knows he's not a good guy. Because she figured out like he used her. I could be wrong, but didn't she like snap off at him in like was it last season?
That was last season. But he told her, "Why? Yeah, I gave you this life.
She did.
Look at the life you live because
Last
of
season,
this."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Acting like that's a good thing. Like you lived this life. I was like, cool. Like I was a concubine. Like appreciate it.
She was queen. Queen
Yeah.
concubine.
Queen concubine. I think she was more surprised that he was there. That could be interesting. Because then if the foot fetish dude locked Otto up, then would that mean her son, Aegon, would have known too?
They set it all up. That he wouldn't know
You know,
Otto was
is that a
locked
bigger
up.
betrayal? Yeah, is that your son locked up your father, his grandfather? What's up, Norma?
Norma, check quiz.
And it was said a lot by Daenerys.
Daenerys.
I mean, they're saying it a lot in this show too.
Actually, so I had that video right there that Mama Bear sent us. So yeah, we can watch that after this.
Yeah, I sent the pronunciation of it. Yeah. Real quick. Also, Lord Stone Dude took all the go from King's Landing, so Rhaenyra was bankrupt crown. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're broke.
So they have no money. They weren't able to already pay the peasants. Feed the peasants anyway. So now she's looking like a slumlord on this throne, doing this whole battle or war. Don't look good.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We'll watch the clip for next week. We'll do that. We'll do that as a separate thing. All right, you want to check out what Mama Bear said? How you pronounce it?
Let's see.
So all of the scenes.
Dracarys.
And look at Supergirl.
Dracarys.
A lot of death. So.
Yeah. They say it a lot. They said toasty. Yeah. Yeah. But
I love Toasty.
Have him come in there. Mortal Kombat guy.
Yeah. Toasty.
Yeah. Yeah, about to be some time.
Someone yelled that someone yelled that in the theater. Someone yelled that in the theater when Cole died in Mortal Kombat last month.
That's awesome.
I can't remember if I told you guys about that.
Oh man. No, you didn't. That's very fitting though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I said there's another clip. Move the other clip. But yeah. So gets that ready. I don't know. It was a good episode. I enjoyed the episode overall, but the ending was where it was at. I was really I'm like, ooh, okay. Also, them walking all badass through the castle to get back to the throne room. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Because they're just walking just like we own this shit. Even Damon is like, who else challenged us in our house? I was like, yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, it's gonna get repoed.
It's gonna get repoed. Yeah. Yeah. It was like blame the green Targaryen banners. Not the black ones, not the black and red ones.
Sounds very much like us, huh?
Yeah. It's not my fault. It's the last guy's fault. Yeah, her and it's guest characters. Oh man, I would totally say that in theaters 100%. 100%. Yeah, but I don't know. Anything else you guys want to bring up about this episode? Might have missed. Trying to think of something else.
That's all I can think of at the moment.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna go back and rewatch it probably tonight after this.
Yeah. Oh, there was the one thing where Eamon goes to, I forgot what castle he goes to.
When he gets his armor and it, kind of with the one eye thing.
Yeah, right. Well, then he gets he gets stabbed in the back or on the side or whatever. And then he just takes it, and then 2 minutes later he's like, "Help me," to this random chick. I was like, "What?" I'm like, also, if he that was one thing. I was like, you have a knife, his back is to you. Why are you gonna stab him in the kidney? Just go for his throat. He took off the helmet. You can literally, he has long hair. Grab the hair, slice, done. Instead you're like,
you could have ended the entire show. We've been good to go.
His neck is wide open. Instead, you stab him in between his metal armor. It was like, what? Stab him in the neck. That was one thing I didn't get. I was like, I get you're not a warrior. You're a prince, of some nobody guy. Not nobody guy, but, of a lower lord. So I was like, but at the very least, it's common sense. At least stab his other eye. He's only got one left, there's so many other better places to stab him than little prison shank in the ribs. I was like, what? But I do think that's gonna be interesting because he is what's her name gonna save him? Is she gonna be like, you know what? Ray Ray's not gonna give me what I want. I'll help you, but somebody needs to give me what I want. So I think she's gonna help him, and he's gonna promise. He's like, yeah, take whatever you want. And because there still needs to be more fighting.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be a interesting way to do it. Yeah. Oh man.
All right, let's watch this promo for
I'll fire.
Or do you want to end it first and then watch the promo?
Yeah, we'll end it first and then we'll watch the trailer. Yeah. So if you want to watch the trailer, you gotta make sure you join us on the live chat. So if you are watching on the replay, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let us know what you think about this episode of House of the Dragon. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Anything we might have missed, make sure you just leave a comment and let's talk in the comment section. But if you are watching live, stick around because we're gonna watch the trailer for the next episode right now. Oh man, I fucking nose is all stuff here. All right.
Me and B finished last week at 12:15.
Nice, we're gonna beat the record.
Yeah, we're like, let's go.
Damon messed up with Allison.
Yeah.
It might have been the ass.
100%.
Yeah. He should have made a deal with her, or at least lure her about making a deal. Right? At least pretend. It was like, what's the deal of lying?
Just lure her in. Just come on.
Yeah. Oh, he said, what would you guys rate it? The collector said a 10.5. Out of 10? What would you guys rate it out of 10? 7?
Out of 10. Yeah.
What about you, B?
Probably a 7.7.5, 7.5. I mean, like I said, I want to reevaluate it because that's what I do with every episode. But right now, I'd say a solid 7.5.
Yeah. Oh, I'm probably there too. Like 7.
I'm enjoying the show so far for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I rewatch it, and then I'm probably once it's all finished, I'm probably gonna rewatch it all in succession, just because, like I said, that's what I do with every season.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Damn. Okay, I see you.
Damon messed up, not giving the witch the castle. You could have gave her an empty promise. Exactly. Which is going to use Amen. Yeah, I won't say more because I don't want to spoil it out for y'all. Yeah. She's definitely going to use Harrenhal. There you go. Thank you, collector. Yeah, kill Allison too. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
definitely kill Allison.
Please.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just line them both up. Let's
Mhm.
go one swipe. Let's go through all of them.
Just get rid of the whole family. She's saying, what? The episodes are 9s.
I think it's good. It's fine. I enjoyed it, but I don't know. Maybe I don't love the content as much as I did everything else. So that's
Yeah.
If you told me a 7 or 8, I'll be like, yeah, it's probably 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's just it's good. I'm enjoying it overall. For me, it's like I've seen it before and done better in Game of Thrones. So it's like it's not anything new. Like,
Mhm.
And then for me, it's still like there's no magic. I was like, what the hell? How is there magic in a time when they're talking about how there used to be more magic? So, and then especially the Valerians pissed me off. I was like, that's all I fucking heard for 8 seasons. Valerian steel. He has Valerian steel. That's Valerian steel. Now we have actual Valerians. No one's fucking
No
giving
one
a
makes
shit.
steel.
I was like, what? So it's like, okay. So yeah, that's just super annoying for me. Like where's the many face god people? Like where's all these other magical things that we got in the future that they said the past was more magical? And instead they're just like, oh, here's a bunch of dragons, where you're like, yeah, cool. I want the
storyline with the dragons, something going on too.
So instead I get political intrigue, which what I expected, but I already got political intrigue done better in Game of Thrones until the end. Jesus Christ, that end.
Yeah, I don't think season 6 was that good either, but whatever.
Well, how many? It was 8 seasons or
Was
7
that
seasons? The last 2 seasons were
last 2, whatever the last 2 are. If
Yeah.
it's 8, then it's 8 and 7 that are terrible. So
yeah, the last 2 seasons were still. Me and Erica were talking about it today. It was like Sansa should have been king. Why was that so hard? Sansa should have been king. Instead, you put Bran, who no one knows, no one respects, and he's crippled, which more people are not going to respect him. Where Sansa was like, oh, she killed Joffrey, everyone in King's Landing already loved her because she's been through the shit with them, So it was like she should have been king. Instead, Bran, because Third Eye Raven, or what I was like, it was so frustrating. Man, as much I love that show, Game of Thrones. It was like the greatest thing on TV for me.
For 5 seasons, 6 seasons, it was.
And then it just poo-poo to bed. Jamie Lannister, how do you ruin that arc? He had such an amazing arc, and then you just crap the bed at the end where he's like, nah, I still like effing my sister. It's like, what? Like, you became such a better person. And then at the end, you're just like, nah. It was like, what? Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. For me, Game of Thrones is way better. Like tame by comparison. Yeah, exactly. Last week episode for me went down to 8 because you like this one so much. Yeah, I can see that. Give it to Jon Snow. That would have been a better ending. He went through a lot.
Yeah.
Jon Snow should have been the king of the North, because then he would be the actual king of the North. He would have been able to connect north of the wall and Winterfell, and he would have been the actual king. That would have made more sense. But instead, he just like, I'm out of here later. I was like, so the whole Targaryen bloodline is gone, which is another reason why this show pisses me off, because I was like, oh, none of it matters because you're all dead. Like, no one, like, there's no Targaryens left. Jon Snow kind of a little bit, but he's over there messing with White Walkers. So, I don't know. That's why just it pisses me off to like no extent. Oh, because I'm not comparing this to the Game of Thrones, comparing it to last season. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's a prequel to Game of Thrones.
It
So
is.
it's like, for me, it's like hard not to.
Spin off. I mean, this is what it is.
Yeah, he's related to both. Yeah, that's why he would have been a great king of the North. He should have been king of Winterfell, actually connected north of the wall with the north of the kingdom.
Mhm.
Sansa should have been king. Bran should have been just, hand, maybe. It's all stupid. All right. Enough rant.
All eyes look to me now. Must justify my father's faith in me. Rule as he would have wished.
At any rate, we must begin.
There is none yet to control the
In the matter of the bed,
Your resources are small and your hazards are many. Darren Targaryen. He's a claimant to the throne. You're going to have to kill him.
You may not rule and remain yourself. There is in you a door that must shut. You will do things that your heart would have recoiled from.
I dispute that I must become what I am not.
Time will tell.
You were doing the things you didn't want to do because you're a dumbass. Like, it's so.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing the things you said you're not going to do because you make me doing them. Because your little crazy ass bastards are nut jobs.
Well, they're all. I mean, Rhaenyra's kids are not much better. So
no, yeah. I mean, that's not her for like sleeping with
every man she could.
But yeah, yeah.
Hey, you got a penis. Let's have a kid.
I think that's just a Targaryen gene. Is just if you're a Targaryen, you're missing some screws.
More or less.
Uh-huh. Well. Oh man. But looks good. Asa doesn't look like murderous, but she, it's gonna be interesting to see that. Yeah.
And there's a promise. She's gonna be like, I promise them I'm going to kill her one way or another. And she's gonna sit there and deal with it until then.
Yeah. 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 Then I forgot about the other Targaryen big boy. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. It's like there's a bunch of them around. So yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I'm kind of curious to see, the money problem. Because that's gonna be a big thing. How can you be a king of a king and be broke?
Yeah. You gotta sell some people off.
Sell some of those dragons.
Yeah.
You can make more.
A slightly used dragon.
Or is like which one's that has the holes in the wings?
So you can stitch those up. Don't even worry about it.
All right. Minor damage.
It's minor damage, exactly.
It's only been in 1 or 2 battles. Still good. Well, Dan said they went off the books, but they don't want Matt Smith out of the picture too soon because he carried, which he does. The witch is some first men blood / old gods magic. Ah, yeah, we need more of that.
Mm-hmm.
More
of magic, some magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That feels like just way too absent on this season in particular. Yeah. I kind of felt like something was missing and couldn't quite place it, but that's exactly it.
Yeah. Well, I'm cool with that. But yeah, Matt Smith, you don't hire Doctor Who and kill him
off that fast.
Yeah. He's gonna last until next season when the show's done. So, yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if he dies at the end of this season.
Ooh, that would really mess up. Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra, whatever her name is. Yeah.
Rhaenyra. Yeah.
Sounds like a freaking disease.
So her niece was her
aunt, right?
Yeah.
She said, "I know who would be my first kill off. That fool off or whatever how you spell it got him out of there." Which one? My first kill. Off, full off. Not sure. What are you talking about? I'm gonna say this right now. I think the show is gonna be better than Night of the Seven Kingdoms so far.
No, Night of the Seven Kingdoms for me is better.
Just comparing season 1 to season 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's because season 1 of House of Dragon I thought was really good.
It was. Season 2 wasn't that great for me. And
Yeah.
season 3 has been good, but I don't think it's been better than season 1 of House of Night of the Seven Kingdoms. And mostly because it came out of nowhere, and I was thinking I was going to hate it, and I loved it.
Yeah, because I think the thing with prequels, whenever you tell a prequel story, it needs to be about the journey because you already know how it ends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so with this, like the journey's fun, but I don't think it's like that entertaining as it comes to just the journey, because you already know how it all ends. You know, especially in this kind of story, where Night of the Seven Kingdoms, I think it's like seeing Egg and Dunk, you know, grow together and be like this like little, you know, duo. You know, I think that's fun to watch. You know,
Agreed.
So, but who knows? I mean, you know, we still, yeah, after a couple more seasons of that, see how
we still feel. Yeah.
I feel like the witch is like the Red Witch from the Game of Thrones is the older than she is. Yeah, because that's what I got from last season. Because then she helped Damon, right? Last season.
Yep.
With her little witchy stuff. Yeah.
She gave away what she was supposed to give, and you would have been this problem.
Dragon Rider. Out of the dude, Damien backhand. Oh, yeah. When he goes to he comes back home, right? And there's the two dudes. He backhands the one dude.
It's like apologize.
The disrespectful Dragon Rider. I know he's on. Yeah. He slapped the shit out of him. Oh, I mean, he was a little shit in the first episode too. So I didn't think we're gonna get the battle by the end of the season between Damon and Aemon. That's like a good build up. You know, but have they really been building that up?
We've been waiting for that since season 2, though. So I don't know.
Have they
this season? But you know, they're on a collision course, and we know this collision course is coming.
Yeah, they just kind of. I think they need to remind us that these two guys are gonna fight. Because the last time was when everyone was in the house together, was in the castle, you know, and then them two kind of kept butting heads. But since everything that's gone down, I think I think they need to remind us that, like, hey, this is the fight you guys want to see. That's gonna be a good fight. I don't see how Aemon wins though. I mean, Damon has to be injured, maybe
they kill each other.
Yeah. I mean, because Damon's a better fighter. He's more experienced,
but but Aemon's conniving, and he's going to do something underhanded.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I hope not, Collector. If you know, you know. Okay, but I that's gonna be a good fight whenever they do fight. I think we'll see. Who knows? They might do a random thing, and I was expecting Jon Snow and the Night King to fight, and
never.
Yeah, it's about disappointing. I'm really enjoying more of House of Dragons season 3 than Night of Seven Kingdoms. Night of Seven Kingdoms was just kind of a filler thing for me.
Yeah. I feel like this story's been going along so long. And I haven't got exactly what I wanted, so I'm not totally sold.
Yeah. Because I think Night of Seven Kingdoms is kind of new. You know, it's a nobody kind of becoming, you know, the King's Guard or whatever the hell it's called, you know, and seeing a Targaryen kind of not want to be king and eventually becomes king, isn't that?
And not being an asshole.
Yeah, at least for a while. You know, so like that's kind of interesting. Like there's obviously going to be political intrigue because that's what this universe is, but
Mhm.
yeah, I find that more entertaining to watch. But
Mhm.
yeah, but we'll see though. I mean, like I said, we'll see. The Prince was promised was all BS. Oh, jeez. Yeah. All because D&D wanted to like go do Star Wars. Because like HBO literally is like, hey, we can do 10 seasons. We'll give you money for 10 seasons. And they're like, nah, KK said we're going to do a trilogy in Star Wars. So we're out of here. And then look, was it 15 years later, whatever the hell?
The worst damn trilogy of all time. Come on, man.
They didn't even get it. Like,
No.
they're not even doing it anymore. So instead, like, you ruin your reputation about being like the best directors ever, because of Game of Thrones. That gets ruined, and then you don't even get the Star Wars trilogy you were promised. So that worked out for everybody. All right, you guys got anything else?
Nah, we can get out of here tonight.
Yeah. Oh man,
I got some more work to do.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, cool. Yeah, let's get out of here. But we appreciate you guys. We appreciate Derpy coming in talking Supergirl. We appreciate Danny coming in talking Lestat with us. Appreciate all you guys in chat coming in the whole time hanging out with us. We'll be back. We'll be back Thursday. We'll do Avatar season 2, X-Men. Oh, X-Men. Yes.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I can't wait.
So excited.
What else we got? We got Silo coming out, I believe, this week on Friday.
This week.
So Saturday we'll do some Silo on Saturday. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But cool. We appreciate all you guys. Yeah, talking about all that stuff. Yeah, that's how it's called, the Dance of the Dragons. I want to see some dragons dancing.
I want to see them two-step. Let's go.
Two-step. All right. But cool. Yeah, we will see you guys on Thursday talking about some more TV shows. Have a good week. Be safe out there. Stay cool. And we'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Later.
The board has concluded the call.